Hello and welcome to Financial Accounting 201 online. I thought I'd jump on and share my screen just to do a quick picture walk, although I think it's pretty organized and you would probably be able to navigate through the course pretty easily. Of course, email me with questions if you have any regarding anything that you see that I did not cover in full. So I'll start just at the beginning here, the content, calendar, announcements. You can read all that up there. My screen may look a bit different than yours, so keep that in mind, but generally it's the same. So you'll find a calendar here with everything that would be due. You'll spend some time here in the grade book. I can click on that now because the course has not started, so no grades are in there. So the majority of your time, though, will be spent in the content section. Let's go through the Start Here tab. A little bit about myself. The syllabus, the schedule is in here. And I'm not going to go over much of what is in there. You'll see that in the syllabus, you'll find the information mostly that you're interested about tutoring, and I'm going to add to that once I find out when drop-in tutoring hours are on campus. Those are held on the 7th floor of the library. Notice that your textbook is what is called inclusive, and you do not need to purchase anything for that. The grading scale is below. The schedule is here as well. I follow a schedule that is pretty consistent unless there's an exam week from week to week. So you'll notice that you have Monday and Tuesday to go over the lectures, the textbook prep for your first assignment. Your first assignment will be due on Wednesday. Notice it's due on Wednesday here. It's due on Wednesday in week 1. It's due on Wednesday in week 3. You'll review that first assignment so that you can learn from any mistakes, and then you'll actually do your homework on Friday. So the idea is that this post-class assignment is post-class, meaning that you would get your lecture post-class coming to class, and then you would review anything that you got wrong. This is only worth 5 points as post-class. The homework is worth 10 points. So the idea is that you'll learn from any mistakes that you made here in one day and then complete your homework that is always due. I should say most weeks is due on Friday. So you have significant time to make sure that you prep there. So the schedule is there. When we get to exam week, you have a pretty good amount of time there to also go through and review for the exam. You'll have practice problems that you should complete. They follow very closely to the exam, so if you master those, you should be just fine. The video that I'm preparing right now will be here, and then some helpful information here. Notice that you can log in and out of the Wiley assignments, which is your homework, your post-class assignments, as much as you want. You don't have to complete them in one sitting, except for the exams. You have to sit through those in one sitting. Moving through the content exactly as you see it in the module is probably your best bet. Shortcuts, meaning you don't watch the videos, you just try to tackle the homework to hurry up and get it done. It's probably not going to be in your best interest, so you don't want to do that. And I would advise you to do the practice problems as well, which there'll be more information in that module where the exams are. You will see the chapter content, chapter 1 all the way through 10 are set up very similarly. This is going to be a link to the actual chapter, the textbook for that chapter. You'll have here, oh no, my bad. This is the link to the textbook. The very first thing you do is just a quick introduction by me, highlighting what I feel are the important parts to that chapter. So make sure you read that important parts, review the textbook, get into the publisher's link. That this is created by the publisher. Obviously, it's pretty quick, usually 5 minutes. This is the PowerPoint that you'll want to have up on your screen while you are watching my lecture, Chapter 1 Instructor Lecture. So make sure you pull up this PowerPoint so that you can follow along, and you will be doing practice problems embedded within this lecture. And then you'll want to check those answers with the PowerPoint solutions. So the idea here, the flow, is that read my quick introduction. Here is a link to the text. Watch the quick publisher lecture. Download the PowerPoint. You can print them. You can have them on your screen. If you have two monitors, it would be really nice if you could have them on your separate monitor. While you're watching my lecture, I say stop, complete this problem, just like we would do if you were in class, and then go back and check check your work that you did during the lecture with this solution here. At that point, you are ready to do the first homework problem. Notice that there's two. This one is due on Wednesday. This one is due on Friday. If you click on that link there, since it is, and again, mine looks a bit different. We'll go into student view. You're going to start the assignment, and after you, just gonna hit, I'm not even reading what these are. Submit your answer. So you will get your response right away, and then you move over to question number 2. All right, you get one attempt. You submit your answer, but you can scroll through. You don't have to do them in this order, but you do get one attempt. So make sure you scroll back and forth through the textbook and your answers. So this link down here called e-textbook and video and media, I'm sorry. Sometimes there will be a video link to watch, but this e-textbook link will take you right to the question that you are dealing with. For example, this question is dealing with business activities, operating, investing, and financing. And notice that it takes you to the business activity section in the textbook where you can read up and get this question correct. So really, unless there's confusion on the question, just taking your time and not rushing through everything here, you should have this e-textbook link that'll just help you dramatically there. And then when you're done with this, you'll get your feedback on that, deciding, of course, what you need to fix for when you do the homework. If you were to click on this link, it looks exactly the same. You would get a link, you'd start the assignment, and so on. So that goes through, and you'll notice that even if I went into chapter 4, they're set up the same way. I like continuity so that there's no questions on where you need to click, what you need to do to be able to find something there. When you get to the exams, those of course will be online, but you have practice exams for every single exam. So these are not for points. You're just going to have to do them on your own, but they're currently hidden. They'll be opened obviously by the time that you start class, but you'll have a practice exam for chapter 1. And you will complete those just like you were to practice anything else. Get your feedback and move along. So if you don't do the practice exams, you'll be at a pretty big disadvantage. So I would absolutely, obviously do those. Everything else I think is pretty self-explanatory here. I do run analytics on you guys just to be transparent. If you're struggling, the first things I'm going to do is find out where you've clicked in the course, whether you've watched videos, whether you've rushed through assignments, went right through the assignment instead of prepping for it. So, I just want to really, again, be kind of transparent there. Honestly, if I was to try to work as quickly as I could through it, what I would do is click on the post-class assignment, do what I call a picture walk of the assignment, which means seeing what types of problems am I going to be doing? You can pause the video at any time. You're certainly welcome to write down these questions, say, okay, when I get to this section in the lecture, I'm going to complete this problem, do whatever works for you. But I would kind of look and see what those problems are going to look like before I actually tackle any types of lectures. But again, everybody learns differently, so you do you. Reach out to me with questions. You're certainly welcome to do that through the messages in here or through my actual email. Either one works. I look forward to learning more about you as the semester progresses. And of course, reach out if you have any questions whatsoever.